This video is pragmatical, not philosophical, a practical manual, not a treatise upon theories. It is intended for the men and women whose most pressing need is for money, who wish to get rich first and philosophize afterward. It is for those who have, so far, found neither the time, the means, nor the opportunity to go deeply into the study of metaphysics, but who want results and who are willing to take the conclusions of science as a basis for action without going into all the processes by which those conclusions were reached. It is expected that the reader will take the fundamental statements upon faith, just as he would take statements concerning a law of electrical action if they were promulgated by a Marconi or an Edison, and taking the statements upon faith that he will prove their truth by acting upon them without fear or hesitation. Every man or woman who does this will certainly get rich, for the science herein applied is an exact science, and failure is impossible. For the benefit, however, of those who wish to investigate philosophical theories and so secure a logical basis for faith, I will here cite certain authorities. The monistic theory of the universe, the theory that one is all, and that all is one, that one substance manifests itself as the seeming many elements of the material world, is of Hindu origin and has been gradually winning its way into the thought of the Western world for 200 years. It is the foundation of all the Oriental philosophies, and of those of Descartes, Spinoza, Leibniz, Schopenhauer, Hegel, and Emerson. What is truth? The plan of action laid down here was deduced from the conclusions of philosophy. It has been thoroughly tested and bears the supreme test of practical experiment. It works. If you wish to know how the conclusions were arrived at, read the writings of the authors mentioned above. And if you wish to reap the fruits of their philosophies in actual practice, listen to this video guide and do exactly as it tells you to do. Chapter 1. The right to be rich. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No man can rise to his greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless he has plenty of money. For to unfold the soul and to develop talent, he must have many things to use, and he cannot have these things unless he has money to buy them with. Man develops in mind, soul, and body by making use of things, and society is so organized that man must have money in order to become the possessor of things. Therefore, the basis of all advancement for man must be the science of getting rich. The object of all life is development, and everything that lives has an inalienable right to all the development it is capable of attaining. Man's right to life means his right to have the free and unrestricted use of all the things which may be necessary to his fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfoldment, or, in other words, his right to be rich. In this video, I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. No man ought to be satisfied with a little if he is capable of using and enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and unfoldment of life, and every man should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. To be content with less is sinful. The man who owns all he wants for the living of all the life he is capable of living is rich, and no man who has not plenty of money can have all he wants. Life has advanced so far and become so complex that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Every person naturally wants to become all that he is capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. We cannot help wanting to be all that we can be. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to be. Essential of all knowledge. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. And that desire is praiseworthy. The man who does not desire to live more abundantly is abnormal. And so the man who does not desire to have money enough to buy all he wants is abnormal. There are three motives for which we live. We live for the body, we live for the mind, and we live for the soul. No one of these is better or holier than the other. All are alike desirable, and no one of the three, body, mind, or soul, can live fully if either of the others is cut short of full life and expression. It is not right or noble to live only for the soul and deny mind or body. And it is wrong to live for the intellect and deny body and soul. We are all acquainted with the loathsome consequences of living for the body and denying both mind and soul. And we see that real life means the complete expression of all that man can give forth through body, mind, and soul. Whatever he may say, no man can be really happy or satisfied unless his body is living fully in every function, and unless the same is true of his mind and his soul. Wherever there is unexpressed possibility or function not performed, there is unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression or function seeking performance. Man cannot live fully in body without good food, comfortable clothing, and warm shelter, and without freedom from excessive toil. Rest and recreation are also necessary to his physical life. He cannot live fully in mind without books and time to study them, without opportunity for travel and observation, or without intellectual companionship. To live fully in mind, he must have intellectual recreations and must surround himself with all the objects of art and beauty he is capable of using and appreciating. To live fully in soul, man must have love, and love is denied expression by poverty. Man's highest happiness is found in the bestowal of benefits on those he loves. Love finds its most natural and spontaneous expression in giving. The man who has nothing to give cannot fill his place as a husband or father, as a citizen, or as a man. It is in the use of material things that man finds full life for his body, develops his mind, and unfolds his soul. It is therefore of supreme importance to him that he should be rich. It is perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. If you are a normal man or woman, you cannot help doing so. It is perfectly right that you should give your best attention to the science of getting rich, for it is the noblest and most necessary of all studies. If you neglect this study, you are derelict in your duty to yourself, to God, and to humanity. For you can render God and humanity no greater service than to make the most of yourself. Chapter 2. The Science of Getting Rich. The process of acquiring wealth is governed by precise laws, just like the rules of mathematics. Anyone who understands and applies these principles can achieve wealth with certainty. Wealth comes from following specific methods. Those who do, regardless of intention, become rich, while those who don't, regardless of effort, remain poor. This is due to the natural law that similar causes yield similar effects. Wealth is not determined by one's environment. For instance, not everyone in prosperous neighborhoods is rich, nor are all those in less affluent areas impoverished. Talent also plays a limited role. Many talented individuals remain poor while some with minimal talents thrive. The successful do not possess extraordinary abilities. Rather, they follow a particular approach different from that of others. Getting rich isn't merely about saving money. Frugal individuals can still be poor, while spenders may prosper. Two people in the same field can take similar actions, yet one may succeed while the other fails. This reinforces the idea that wealth stems from specific methods of operation. One might wonder if these methods are too complex for most people. However, history shows that anyone with a reasonable ability to understand can become wealthy. Factors like location do matter to an extent, as success often requires engaging with others. If someone else in your area can become rich, you can too. Lastly, wealth is not confined to specific businesses or professions, as people can thrive in various fields. While personal interests and local conditions play a role in success, the key lies in learning how to operate in a particular manner. If you're struggling in your business while others are succeeding in the same field, it's likely because you're not applying the same successful methods. Lack of capital doesn't prevent wealth accumulation. Even if you are deeply indebted, if you commit to doing things a certain way, you will inevitably start to amass wealth. This approach can lead you to the necessary capital, allow you to switch businesses if needed, or even change your location. Start where you are and adopt the successful methods that lead to wealth. Chapter 3. Is opportunity monopolized? No one is poor simply because opportunities have been taken away or monopolized by others. While some industries may be dominated by a few, many avenues for success remain open. For instance, engaging in the emerging electric railway business or aerial transportation can offer immense prospects. Instead of competing for limited roles in established industries like railways, why not explore these new fields? Though it may seem that factory workers are trapped in their positions, they have options to change their circumstances. By adopting a proactive mindset, they can transition from being employees to entrepreneurs, perhaps through agriculture or cooperative businesses. The challenge lies in the choices they make as individuals and as a collective. Opportunities often align with broader social and economic shifts. Currently, in America, agriculture is more promising than factory work, presenting viable paths for those willing to adapt. Workers aren't oppressed by their employers. Instead, their opportunities are shaped by their actions and ambitions. Importantly, no one is limited by scarcity. Instead, nature is abundant. The resources available could easily accommodate everyone's needs, from housing to clothing. The raw materials for life are virtually limitless, and what is lacking is not supply, but the approach individuals take to accessing and utilizing these resources. The essence of abundance is that it responds to human creativity and effort. Those who adopt the right mindset can tap into this inexhaustible supply. Prosperity is within reach for anyone prepared to act in accordance with the principles of wealth creation. In a world teeming with opportunity, it is essential to recognize that poverty is often a matter of perspective and action, not a lack of resources. Chapter 4. Increasing life. Let go of the outdated belief that a deity wishes for you to be poor or that your suffering serves any divine purpose. The intelligent substance that exists in all forms of life strives for an increase, just as every living entity seeks to expand its existence. A seed, when planted, not only grows but generates new seeds, exemplifying how life multiplies through living. Similarly, our intelligence necessitates continuous growth. Every new thought leads to more thoughts, and with each snippet of knowledge gained, our desire to learn deepens. Our creative power shapes us to reflect our focus. A grateful mind focuses on the best, thus attracting the best. Furthermore, Faith stems from gratitude, cultivating an expectation of good things that transforms into faith. A person devoid of gratitude cannot maintain living faith, which is necessary for accumulating wealth through creative methods. Cultivating a habit of gratitude for every good thing is essential. Recognize that all life experiences contribute to your growth. Therefore, be grateful for everything. Rather than criticizing the shortcomings of wealthy individuals or politicians, appreciate how their roles have created opportunities for you. They help shape the systems through which your wealth will flow. In this understanding, you cultivate harmonious relationships with the positive aspects of everything, drawing more good into your life. Chapter 7. Thinking clearly. To achieve your goals, you must create a clear mental picture of what you desire. You cannot convey an idea unless you have a defined understanding of it yourself. Many people struggle to manifest their desires because they hold only vague notions of what they want. For instance, simply wanting wealth for good deeds or wishing to travel is not enough. These are common desires. Imagine sending a wireless message. You wouldn't send letters in random order or give the recipient the task of piecing together a coherent statement. Similarly, when you express your desires to the universe, they must be specific and clear. Review your desires regularly and visualize them with precision. This image should be as steadfast in your mind as a sailor's course is to his ship. You don't need complex concentration exercises. If you genuinely care about your goal, keeping it in your thoughts will come naturally. Those who lack a strong desire may find it challenging to maintain focus. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the stronger your desire will be, reinforcing your ability to stay focused on it. However, merely holding a clear vision isn't enough. You must also have the determination to realize it and an unwavering belief that it is already yours. Act as if your desires are fulfilled. Visualize owning what you want, enjoying it as if it were real, and maintaining a mental stance of ownership. Hold tightly to this belief and express gratitude as if you have already received it, just as Jesus taught. Believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Your thoughts should resonate with the reality of your desires being present. It's crucial to affirm your goals consistently rather than rely solely on occasional prayers. Effective prayer involves maintaining your vision with intent and faith, effectively residing in your desired reality until it manifests. After forming that vision, a spoken affirmation can help clarify and strengthen your resolution. Act as though your desires are manifesting now. Live in the experience of them and maintain unwavering faith in their realization. Your imagination is powerful, so harness it with the intent to actualize your dreams, reinforcing your focus and purpose as you manifest your goals into reality. Chapter 8. How to use the will. To achieve wealth scientifically, it's crucial not to misuse willpower on others. Coercing individuals to fulfill your wishes, whether mentally or physically, is wrong. Just as physical force leads to slavery, manipulation through mental power does the same. Both are forms of robbery. You shouldn't impose your will on others, even if you believe it's for their benefit. The pursuit of riches does not require exerting power over people. In fact, such attempts will likely hinder your progress. You don't need to force things or deities to grant you what you seek. The universe is inherently supportive and more willing to help you than you may realize. To become wealthy, focus your willpower inward. This means compelling yourself to think and act correctly. Your legitimate use of will is to maintain discipline in your thoughts and actions. Visualize your goals with faith and determination. Keep your mind engaged in forming a clear mental image of your desires. The steadier your faith, the more rapidly you will attract wealth, as positive thoughts imprint on the formless substance of the universe. A clear and focused intention sends ripples throughout existence, inspiring everything, living and inanimate, to align with your aspirations. Forces begin to move toward you, influencing others to support your goals. However, introducing doubt or negativity disrupts this process, causing energy to move away from your desires. Many fail in achieving their goals because they don't grasp the significance of maintaining a positive mindset and unwavering purpose. Things are not created by focusing on their opposites. You cannot achieve health by obsessing over disease. You cannot promote righteousness by fixating on sin, nor can you gain wealth by merely considering poverty. The study of medicine can inadvertently increase disease, and analyzing sin in religion may foster it. Similarly, economics focusing on poverty often perpetuates it. Instead of dwelling on poverty, your focus should be on solutions. Charity often keeps people in a cycle of need rather than lifting them out. Instead of feeling pity, strive to demonstrate that richness is attainable. To truly aid the poor, show them they can prosper. Poverty will diminish when more people learn to create wealth rather than compete for it. Those who grow rich through creation inspire others to do the same, unlike those who succeed through competition, who often hinder others' progress. Ignoring poverty allows you to focus on the wealth that can be generated. Think of the rich world we live in and contribute to that by attaining success yourself. When you speak of the less fortunate, frame them as potential successes rather than victims. Embracing a mindset of opportunity rather than despair inspires action. Pursuing wealth is a noble goal that encompasses all aspects of life. While the competitive scramble can feel ruthless, embracing creative thought transforms this struggle into a path of service and development. Health depends on financial freedom, and true moral and spiritual growth flourishes in environments devoid of competitive strife. Ultimately, love and happiness thrive where there is refinement and creative thought, which often accompanies wealth. Aim for the noble goal of becoming rich. Focus solely on your vision of wealth and avoid distractions that might cloud your perspective. Recognize the underlying truth: poverty doesn't exist, only wealth does. Some remain poor due to ignorance of available riches, while others lack the motivation to explore their options. Show them the joy that comes from being wealthy. Others may be confused by various metaphysical theories and end up trying multiple systems without success. For them, your example of success will be most instructive. The best way to benefit the world is by enriching yourself, but ensure you do so through creative means, not competitive ones. This book outlines the principles of becoming rich. If it is accurate, you need not reference others. Just as basic mathematical operations are irreplaceable, the method described here is the most efficient and straightforward. Set aside other theories and commit to reading this book daily to avoid uncertainty and failure. Once you achieve your wealth, you can study other systems, but not until you have secured your goals. Avoid mixing with the occult, as it can confuse your mental focus. Use the creative power of thought to shape your desired reality. You must transition from competitive thinking to a creative mindset, form a clear vision of your desires, and maintain unwavering faith in achieving them. However, thinking alone isn't sufficient. Personal action is essential. Many fail by neglecting to link thought with action. You cannot manifest wealth without engaging in the necessary actions to attract it. Your thoughts will mobilize opportunities and resources, but you must also set the stage to receive them. Ensure that your engagements result in mutual value. Give more than you receive in cash. Master the art of forming a precise mental image of what you want, staying committed to your desire, and believing deeply that you will achieve it. Avoid trying to project your thoughts in mysterious or occult ways for them to act on your behalf, as this will weaken your clarity and effectiveness. Instead, focus on positively impressing your vision upon the formless substance that shares your desire for life. This vision activates creative forces that work for you without your supervision. Your role is to maintain your vision, purpose, faith, and gratitude while taking action to receive what you desire. When opportunities arrive, they will often involve others. To receive what is yours, you must offer them what they desire in return. Wealth does not materialize effortlessly. It requires the combination of thought and action. Many invoke creative forces through their desires, but remain poor because they fail to prepare for what they wish to receive. Thought brings your desires closer, while action enables you to accept them. Act now, in the present. You cannot change the past or predict the future. Focus on what you can influence today. Don't postpone taking action until you find the right circumstances. Have confidence in your ability to handle any situation that arises. If you occupy your mind with potential future scenarios, your present efforts will be unfocused. Remember that the only actionable time is now. Begin preparing for your desires by acting in your current situation and with those around you. Focus on today's tasks rather than fixating on past work or planning for tomorrow. Don't attempt to influence distant elements or wait for better conditions to act. Instead, create improvement through your current actions. Hold a steadfast vision of your desired future and pour your efforts into your present environment. Resist daydreaming and seeking extraordinary actions. Stay committed to your vision and take steps, even if it means working in a business you feel isn't right. Don't dwell on feelings of discouragement. Remember that anyone can find their rightful path or transition to a more suitable opportunity by maintaining a clear vision and purposeful actions in their current situation. Use your current business as a stepping stone to something better and leverage your existing environment to transition into a more desirable situation. If you maintain a clear vision of the ideal business with faith and intent, the universe will align opportunities to bring it closer to you. If you're currently employed but believe you need to switch jobs to achieve your goals, don't just hope for a new position to appear. Instead, keep a strong vision of your desired job while engaging wholeheartedly in your current role. This approach will attract the right opportunity and move you toward the change you seek. Thought is a powerful force that shapes reality. It is essential to focus on what you want and to embed this vision deeply in your mind with the conviction that it will manifest. Transitioning from a competitive mindset to a creative one is crucial. You must create a vivid mental image of your desires and maintain unwavering belief in achieving them, closing off distractions that could undermine your focus. The actions you take in your current environment are vital. They will set in motion the forces needed to help you realize your aspirations. Chapter 9. Efficient Action. Start taking action where you are and give it your all. Growth requires you to exceed your current circumstances, and no one truly expands if they neglect their responsibilities. Societal progress depends on individuals who fully engage in their roles. If people fail to meet their obligations, they become burdens, hindering advancement and leading to stagnation. For society to evolve, everyone must rise to their potential. Evolution, both physical and mental, is driven by an excess of life. Just as organisms develop new capabilities when they exceed their current limitations, you must apply this principle to achieve wealth. Success hinges on daily actions. Each day must yield accomplishments for you to thrive. Neglecting even small tasks can significantly delay your goals, as you can't predict the broader impact of your efforts. However, efficiency matters more than quantity. Overworking or rushing can lead to inefficiency, where every action either succeeds or fails. A life filled with ineffective actions results in overall failure, while consistently efficient efforts lead to success. If you focus on making each action effective, acquiring wealth becomes a systematic approach. To achieve efficient actions, harness all your mental and personal power into every task. This unity amplifies results and encourages success. As you cultivate your vision, dedicate time outside of work to envision your goals in detail. The clearer your mental picture, the more effectively you can channel energy during your work. In summary, a universal substance exists from which everything is formed, and thinking within it can create tangible results. Shift from competition to creative thinking, maintaining focused clarity on your desires and executing each day's tasks efficiently. Chapter 10. Getting into the right business. Success in any business hinges on having well-developed faculties specific to that field. Without a strong musical ability, one cannot succeed as a music teacher. Without mechanical skills, success in trades is unlikely. However, possessing the right faculties alone does not guarantee riches. Many talented musicians and skilled tradespeople struggle financially, and skilled merchants can still fail. Your mental faculties are like tools. Good tools are essential, but they must be used properly to be effective. To enhance your chances of success, choose a business that aligns with your strongest faculties. While it's easier to excel in areas where you are naturally equipped, you are not limited by your inherent talents. You can develop the skills needed to succeed in any field. Although working in your area of strength is advisable, pursuing what you are passionate about will yield the most satisfaction. Desire reflects potential. The urge to pursue music or invent devices signifies the existing talent within you. Therefore, select a business that resonates with your interests and abilities. You are not obligated to stay in a job you dislike, even if past choices lead you there temporarily. When contemplating a change in your career, avoid rash decisions. Growth is typically the best way to transition to a new profession. It's crucial to exercise patience and avoid acting out of doubt. Trust that opportunities will arise as you move away from competitive thinking. If you feel uncertain, spend time visualizing your goals, nurturing gratitude, and connecting with your higher purpose. Mistakes often stem from impulsive actions fueled by fear or indecision. Stay steadfast in your goals, maintain a connection with a higher understanding, and practice gratitude regularly. Strive for excellence without rushing. Remember that haste turns creativity into competition, hindering your progress. Whenever you sense urgency, pause, refocus on your goals, and express gratitude for the path ahead. This approach will reinforce your faith and renew your purpose in pursuing your desired business. Chapter 11. The impression of increase. Regardless of whether you change your career, focus on your current role and engage in it meaningfully. You can transition to your desired field by effectively utilizing your present business activities. Your primary goal should be to convey the impression of increase to those around you, as everyone is inherently seeking growth in some form. The desire for increase is a fundamental aspect of nature and the universe. People continuously look for better food, clothing, shelter, knowledge, and experiences. This drive for advancement is crucial for survival. When it ceases, decline and death follow. This principle is illustrated by the parable of the talents, where those who cultivate what they have are rewarded, while those who do not will lose even what little they possess. Wanting to increase wealth is not inherently wrong, but is simply a natural aspiration for a more abundant life. You create a cycle of increase by following effective practices, benefiting both yourself and others. Project confidence that you are part of a continuous growth process and that your success contributes to the prosperity of those around you. Express this attitude in all interactions. Others will sense your assurance and feel drawn to you. Ensure that you provide value surpassing the monetary exchange and take pride in your ability to offer increase. This will attract customers and open the door to unexpected opportunities. Always keep your goals in focus and maintain faith in your journey toward achieving them. However, exercise caution against the temptation for power over others. The desire for dominion has historically led to violence and oppression. In business today, the same dynamics can play out as individuals pursue power through wealth, often disregarding others' well-being. Jesus criticized this power-seeking mentality, contrasting it with a call for mutual benefit and collective good. Be wary of desires for authority or status that might lead you into a competitive mindset, as this is counterproductive to creative progress. Your true mastery comes from uplifting your circumstances without dominating others. Adopting the mindset of wanting for others what you desire for yourself creates a foundation for genuine success and abundance for all.